Join the Discord to talk about all things Powerpuff and animation in general. Link in the bio. Well, zoo-wee mama, we're finally getting more Powerpuff Girls comics. Us fans have been starving for new Powerpuff Girls content, especially after the Dark Ages.
But I like Powerpuff Girls 2016.
Originally, things were looking very positive for the Powerpuff Girls as a brand. I've talked a lot about Powerpuff Girls Mania, but it really shouldn't be understated just how popular this franchise was. We got 6 seasons of the television show, a theatrical released movie, 2 specials, a full 70-issue comic run, and to top that all off, merchandising was everywhere. But that was then. For the past 8 years, the Powerpuff Girls as a brand has been in a rut. After the original Powerpuff Girls series ended because Craig felt like it was time, the network just could never resist the urge to try and recreate the success of the original show. They tried different specials, but none of them really had any staying power. They tried giving them their own anime, but it unfortunately never really caught on. But even though neither of those caught the same success as the original, they were still very appreciated by some of the fans. But Cartoon Network was starting to realize that it's almost impossible to replicate the Powerpuff Girls formula without Craig McCracken steering the ship. So instead of continuing to replicate what came before or attempting to get Craig back right away, which you think would be the obvious choice, they'd rather go the complete opposite route and greenlight a new Powerpuff Girls series. But this time they were going to strip away anything that would make it resemble the original at all. So starting in 2016, the era of Powerpuff Girls we all knew and loved was getting thrown out in favor of promoting this new series, which admittedly wasn't a terrible idea. Yeah, it sucked for some of us OG fans, but Craig said himself that if anybody were to make a new reboot of the Powerpuff Girls, he'd want it to be something different than what came before. And that's exactly what Cartoon Network was trying to attempt. Keyword trying, because fans would start to watch the new series and quickly realize that it did not hold up to the original at all. And that's putting it lightly. But whether we liked it or not, the network believed in them, so they were here to stay. All of a sudden, the shelves were starting to get filled with Powerpuff Girls toys, all with the new logos and character designs. The network removed any trace of the original girls on their site and replaced all of the merchandise with these new girls. They even went as far as giving them their very own run of comic books from IDW Publishing. These new girls were definitely here to stay, or at least that was the network's intentions. The network eventually realized, though, through low viewership ratings and poor critical reception, coupled along with the failed attempt to make a 4th Powerpuff Girl takeoff, that the moment of time for this reboot to shine was not going to last very long. But just because that show was failing, didn't mean that it was time to go back to what was before, because the new merch was still on shelves and still cluttered up Hot Topic discount bins. But now, 8 years later, it's starting to seem like the network wants to go back to what was before. The Powerpuff Girls are still on shelves, but the 2016 wave is starting to slowly get phased out and replaced with merchandise of the old original girls. Cartoon Network is starting to post full episodes of the original series on YouTube. The girls have been teased and voice clips with original actresses have been leaked for the Multiverses video game.
Oh hey, it's Utonium's girls! What's up? I'm a pickle! Shit yeah, the Powerpuff Girls! Oh, you assholes don't stand a chance against the PPG in a pickle! Stick with me and match my tempo, ladies!
The network has been airing the original girls on the channel with their new checkered past block, and we just got a new run of comics announced. The era of Cartoon Network's original Powerpuff Girls is coming back, slowly but surely. The McCracken era of the network is starting to make a return. With Craig himself hinting at a brand new series with new ideas for a show, it's clear that we're getting closer and closer to what we had before. Sure, there's been a few setbacks, with HBO Max removing most of the cartoons that they promised us, including the first season of the Powerpuff Girls, because Zaslav has an obsession with removing or deleting animated series and projects. I have no clue why he's so pent up on removing animated shows from the platform, especially animated series that they already own and are already finished and cost them nothing to keep on the streaming services. But even then, I like to think that there's hope for not only the girls in animation, but animation on the platform in general. With us being closer than we've ever been to getting back to the same love for the Powerpuff Girls we had when the show was originally airing, the only thing that could stop that from happening is Zaslav and Cartoon Network's belief in the girls. And if their belief is anywhere near as strong as ours, then I'm sure we'll have nothing to worry about. The future is looking bright for these 3 test tube babies. Let's just hope it stays that way for the sake of all of our sanity.
Yep, guess time. Oogaloo!
Okay, this is usually where this video would end, but I feel like I have to get something off my chest and to actually let you guys know about a little bit of why I feel like the channel has not been where it should be. I've been doing a lot of work. I've been taking up a lot of 12-hour shifts, and I haven't really had much time to really focus on putting all of my effort into these videos that I make for the channel. And I try to make a video every single week. I care so much about all of you guys who view and girls who view, and just days, dims, whoever you are. I appreciate you all so much for viewing, and I really want to put in the effort into these videos that you deserve as people who are taking the time out of their day to enjoy my content. So I just want to say that I am going to make even more of an effort to make sure that the quality of this content gets higher and higher with every video. I can't continue to let the quality drop just because the workload's becoming high. I'm going to push even harder to make sure that the quality of these videos only gets higher from this point on. Not that I'm going to overwork myself too much, but I'm going to make this my main priority because this is genuinely what I love doing and what I'm very passionate about. So if you stayed this long in the video to hear this message, then thank you so much for staying. Thank you so much for hearing me out. I just felt like I needed to address the videos like this that are clearly lower quality than other videos that I've put out before. So I'd like to thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around with me, and I can only promise that things are going to get so much better from here. So much better from here. Thank you. All right, love you guys. Bye.
So once again, the day is saved, thanks to the goodness of milk and a Super Powerpuff Girls toy in your McDonald's Happy Meal. And the Happy Meal fun goes on and on. When you download the McPlay app, you can scan your Happy Meal toy to unlock an awesome game. Ask your parents to download McPlay today, and you can enjoy it with the goodness of milk and apple slices.